Welcome to Shut Up at Shakespeare's 12 Days of Christmas. Over the next 12 days, you're going to see all of our troupe members. Gianna, Sam, Axel, Jordan, Maxwell, Kennedy, Danny. Danny also is right here right now. Lucas, McKenna, Elena, Joanna, and me. We have songs. We have pets. We have crash courses. We have everything you could possibly want from a Shakespeare troupe. And you might be like, oh, why are they doing 12 Days of Christmas after Christmas? Why not do it leading up to Christmas? That's why I'm here. I'm your day one. Let's talk about Shakespeare. So, the 12 Days of Christmas. What is it? The 12 Days of Christmas lasted from December 25th through January 6th. It's quoted to be the longest and most enthusiastically celebrated festival in the Elizabethan calendar. All the laborers under state and guild regulations who were working basically all day, 6 days a week, were still allowed time off for the 12 Days of Christmas celebration. They had a lot of the same traditions we still carry. They had partying, they had gift giving, they had lots of Christmas cheer, and many other fun things. Drinking. But here's the thing. Christmas and New Year's, the way we see it today, was not marked as celebrating it like that until 200 years after Shakespeare died. So, if you were ever wondering why Shakespeare only mentions the word Christmas 3 times in any of his shows, that's why. It just wasn't really a thing. He mentions it once in Taming of the Shrew, 2 times in Love's Labour's Lost. None of them are necessarily cheery. In Taming of the Shrew, it is written, "Marry I will, let them play. It's not a comedy, a Christmas gamble, or a tumbling trick." He's basically asking if comedies are gonna be as bad as the Christmas skits that go on. So, in Love's Labour's Lost, we have, "At Christmas I no more desire a rose than wish a snow in May's newfangled shows." You don't want a rose at Christmas time any more than you would want snow in May. The thing is though, some of his descriptive words of winter later on in this show mention icicles hanging by the wall, milk coming home frozen. He says something about Greasy Joan in here, and I feel like I'm not a Shakespeare expert, but I just don't need context for that to be a negative thing. The wind's blowing around, everyone's coughing, Marion's nose looks red and raw, and then he mentions Greasy Joan again. So, and then the last time he mentions it is the similar thing of Taming of the Shrew, where he was making fun of Christmas comedy and stuff. It's the same thing again in the end of Love's Labour's Lost. Really strong argument for him there on not being a fan of Christmas or just being indifferent about Christmas. Besides the physical mentions of the holidays within Shakespeare's text, Twelfth Night is the biggest example of a show name that corresponds with this. There are a lot of themes within it that we can kind of pick and prod and be like, that sounds like what they would have done during 12 Days of Christmas. Like the music, the partying, social inversion, which means servants dressing as masters and vice versa, and men and women cross-dressing. But it's most likely that it's called 12th Night to commemorate when they actually had the performance, the 12th day of this celebration. So yeah, there's a crash course. Even if Christmas wasn't specifically mentioned in Shakespeare shows a ton, we still commemorate the holiday season as one of joy, cheerfulness, and hope. Not everything you could ever want to know about Shakespeare, but we got a lot more coming for you. We'll see you the next 11 days.